Hi, this is Brad Linder with Liliputing, and this is the Acer Spin 3, which is a new laptop coming in June for about $500 from Acer. It's on display at their sort of spring product launch event in Brooklyn, New York on April 11th when I'm shooting this video. It's a 360-degree device, which means if I sort of flip it over here, you'll see that we can switch it into tablet mode or prop it up in sort of stand or tent modes, and the screen should rotate. It's got a 14-inch 1080p display, and it's definitely usable, I would say, in sort of tablet mode, but it's a little bit on the heavy side at 3.75 pounds for really using as a tablet. You might want to prop it up on your lap or set it up on a table and use it more in tent or stand mode, something that I find myself doing a lot with these sorts of devices. It does have an integrated pen, which you can sort of pop out and use for pressure sensitivity or to scroll, or basically use it just sort of in lieu of your finger, but it of course supports finger touch input as well. It's available with up to a Core i7 Whiskey Lake U processor. It's got a 1080p IPS display and supports up to 24 gigs of DDR memory, up to 512 gigs of PCIe Gen 3 NVMe storage, or 500 gigs or 1 terabyte hard drive. It's got NVIDIA GeForce MX 230 graphics as well as Intel graphics. And as I mentioned, it's up to a Core i7, but entry level is going to have a Pentium Gold 5405U processor, also available with Core i3, Core i5, or Core i7 processor options. 8 gigs of onboard DDR4 RAM, so it seems like that's going to be the minimum that you're going to get here, but then it's also available with up to 24, as I mentioned, so it is expandable, which isn't always true on these devices. If we look here at port selection, we've got a USB Type A port, a full-size SD card slot, and on the other side, full-size HDMI, USB, and a headset jack. And of course, it does have that active stylus, as I mentioned. In terms of the keyboard, it's well, it's there. There's not really too much I can say about it. Just wanted to give you a better look at it right now. We've got the appears to be a speaker here above the keyboard and a nice large touchpad here. So it's not the most expensive or premium device. It's not the thinnest or lightest, but it's sort of a nice mainstream option that Acer is going to be offering come June for $500 and up. The Spin 3, this is Brad Linder at Liliputing. You can find more details at liliputing.com.